Okay, I'm here at my woodshed, and this is how I get my wood from my fireplace. Now, Linda wants me to get some wood for the kitchen, so I have the lawn tractor here, and it's attached to a little cart. Now let's load it up. Now when you have wood and you cut wood, you can't just burn it right away. Now I'm taking from this pile over here, and there's a pile over here, seasoned wood ready to go. And I got more to cut. That's all ironwood, and it's going to burn real good. But I'm not going to take from that pile right now because it burns very hot, and I'm saving it for the fall. And there's some wood on the floor that has to be stacked, and there's some wood here that I cut down. I'm going to start stacking this up. So let me start getting it. There's all kinds of wood. You really want hardwood when you're cutting because it burns hotter and lasts longer. But anything will really burn. But it's very important that when you have wood, that it's seasoned. You would just cut the wood and burn it, you'd get a lot of creosote deposits in your chimney, and that black tar substance that you find in the chimney could actually ignite and cause a fire. So you don't want to do that. Now this wood you see here, I cut last year in the spring and the fall. So I'm using it now. I find too that if you have a wood stove and you're gonna do some burning, it's a good idea to keep the oxygen level up inside your wood stove. In other words, there's a little adjustment on your wood stove where you could open the flap up and allow more oxygen to come in. So the more oxygen you have, the cleaner it burns, and you don't have so much of a problem with creosote. Now it takes me about 2 loads to fill the ring up in the kitchen. So it's just another one of those chores you got to do. Now usually what I do is I just ride in here and I fill it up and I open up that sliding door over there. Which right now I can't find the screwdriver for it to open it up, and I just drive out. But right now I have my ATV in here. I got another cart, so it's all on my way. That's why everything is outside right now. Also, you want to bang your wood as much as you can and get the bark off, because the bark tends to smoke more, and there are little things about burning wood you should always know when you have a wood stove. When I first came here, the front of this woodshed wasn't there. What you're looking at there was no wall. It had fallen off, and this whole area was leaning. All right. So I had to pull it up with come-alongs and straighten it out and pour concrete and jack up the area, add those sliding doors. You know, over time the job gets done. But it's a lot of work. But my own opinion is that work is good for you. It keeps the blood flowing. And I guess you get, I don't know, everybody's different, but I think it's healthier for you to do an honest day's work. Now, I'm retired now, but I'm still working like a horse. So, but I pace myself. I don't, my body says I'm a little tired. I don't do it. And see this bark, I wish I could take that off too, but no harm when you're burning it, but I'd rather not have it on there. We're going back to the house and unload this wood. Like I said, usually I just drive right through the woodshed, so in case it's raining or something, I stay nice and dry. But this is the procedure that I follow. Okay, now it's time to unload this wood. So I better get started. First, some of this punky wood. I'm going to get rid of that. And this wood stayed out too long and it really dried out. It's starting to deteriorate. It's okay for making a fire, you know, when you're starting it. Brings the fire up a little bit. I'm just going to throw this here. Get rid of it that way. Right now it's just cluttering up the woodshed. That's enough of that. And I fill up the ring. Everything takes a little bit of time. But when you're retired, you got all the time in the world. Some people say they don't know what to do with their life, but I don't know if they choose this, but I enjoy it. Maybe later I bought myself a little kayak, and I'd like to try it out in the water. So, got a lake right here. Good fishing this time of year. Except you really can't keep the bass. They're all over the place. But come the summertime, the bass season opens up in July. And makes it a little difficult because all the weeds grow in and you really can't get to the fish like you normally would at this time of the year when they're really hungry. So I always like to bang a little bit, get some of that dirt off. The more you bang it, the more the bark comes off, dirt comes off. Bring it in the house, you're not bringing in dirt. And that's about it for moving your wood from the woodshed to the house. Well, the cart's empty and the ring is filled on the porch. And there's the finished product. I think Linda will be happy when she comes in, knowing that there's a nice supply of wood there to heat the house in case we get a cold, rainy, damp day.